So without question, it is one of the most awaited, most anticipated days on the footballing calendar. So many teams, so many ambitions, and only a handful will go forward to achieve those ambitions. That is the nature of our fascinatingly competitive game. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. And already we're underway here. And he's searching through, and the finish! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Brilliantly cut out. Drogba with a definite foul there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Griezmann. Hernandez was in no mood for any of that. Oh, good ball! Ernest. Messi gets a foot in here. Decent hit! He scored! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Portugal grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Well timed, excellent interception. Griezmann. Gilberto Silva. And here's Hullet. Now it's Messi. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Drogba. Oh, he's got a side of goal. There's the hit! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
On the threshold of perfection, just not this time.
David Villa. Oh, well played. Mbappe. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Tries to dink it in. Rijkaard. And Mateus. That's really well manoeuvred. Drogba. Gilberto Silva. Messi. And here's Mbappe. And the shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. It's one! It's their second corner of the game.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Griezmann. There's some great running on. It's Drogba! Now, what about a counter-attack? Driving forward. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Drogba unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, well played, well played. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one,
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Drogba. Oh, that's a very decent ball now.
Drogba really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity.
And this is Hullet. Big chance! Goal! Arsenal! And they get themselves in front! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Mateus. David Villa. Gilberto Silva. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. It's a sweet ball. He's got the shot away! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Arsenal leading by one in a finely poised game. It is intriguing to watch and could easily go either way. And the game has already resumed here. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. David Villa, chance! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Corner number 2 then. Messi with the short one. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Cristiano Ronaldo. Portugal upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they...
Drogba! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Czech trying to keep this in. Threads one in. Can he latch on to this? Can he put it away? Has a look and place it forward. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Drogba. Now it's Mbappe. Messi, very much a man of this moment.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
So we've reached the hour mark.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He gets big, and it's in. And with that goal comes comfort. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. The Dutch capital is rocking. It always has. It did in the days when the great man after whom this arena is named took to the field, and it still does here and now. The faithful expect, and the team must deliver. And as you can see, we've already started here. Gullit. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And that has been clubbed away. Mateus. Griezmann. Van Basten. Aviati deals with it effortlessly. Mateus. Messi. Gives it back. Nice interception, well timed. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Now it's Gullit. Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Gullit. He rises! Goal! Arsenal! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Mateus, Gullit. Gilberto Silva. That's been cut out, well played. Arsenal are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Quality ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. Thuram. And it's Messi. Mateus. Van Basten. Ajax looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Messi with the short one. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Ronaldinho is eyeing up his options in the middle. Thuram attempts a clearance. Mateus. Mateus running with the ball. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Rijkaard makes the interception. Passing is crisp and sharp. Ronaldinho. Messi. Played towards the other side. And that is as far as they're going to go. And here's Hullet. He's had a hit! Arsenal are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. And here's Van Basten. Xavi. Mbappe. Half-time getting close now. And he cuts out the supply. But he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Ajax clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Hullet. Mateus. And it's Van Basten. Good spot, he's seen the run.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Chooses to go cross-field. And the first half is done. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Arsenal head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Maldini. More and more pressure on the ball here. Mateus. That's really well manoeuvred. Hullet. Oh, this looks sharp. And the finish! He scores! 2 to the good. They have breathing space.
Arsenal clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Mateus. Van Basten. Maldini cuts it out. And here's Hullet. Tries to dink it through.
The attendance for this match was 52,820.
And it's Messi. Just about up to the hour now. And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Van Basten. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
He is through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Hullet! And more, and more, and more. And the lead is extended still further.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7, an undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And here's Hullet. Oh, what a ball! Shaped! There it is! Looks offside, I think. Yep, the flag is up.
Oh, his goal-scoring celebrations are going to be cut short. The flag was up for offside, even if the referee didn't spot it straight away.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. That has been slung wide. Now it's Valverde. There's no flag. Shot a goal! They want to be quick to recover this. Musiala. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Jordan Pickford. He's a great all-round goalkeeper, Peter. Great at shot stopping and dominant in his box. He also gets counter-attacks going with his accurate long passes. The opposition should be a little wary of committing too many men forward to attack, because if it does break down, this guy can get them in trouble pretty quickly.
Okay, interesting. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, what has happened here? He's got to be in here. Tomiyasu with the clearance. Mbappe. First quarter of an hour gone. Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed. Real chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Adams cuts out the pass. Done delicately. Adams is there, and he can get that clear. It's their second corner of the game. Chance for the header! Danger averted for now. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's well spotted. Arsenal are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much. Big header! He scored! What a great header, got plenty on that.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Madrid have broken through, it's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort. Great hit! A real chance and a real let-off.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Now it's Valverde. Valverde cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Valverde. Oh, shooting chance!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Oh, that's a key interception.
This is the time you need that pace.
Vieira. Now it's Messi. Now that's a lovely exchange.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Now it's Hullet. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And it's Belletti. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Musiala. Messi. That's Vieira. And that's a good ball. Can he finish? It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
There will be 1
Madrid
minute added
are
time.
now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And the shot! They've done it! And right on half-time, that is telling.
Mbappe.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look.
And a quick reminder today that
Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
And we're underway again.
Arsenal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Messi. Valverde. Mbappe. Vieira. Messi. Madrid finding their passes. Valverde couldn't squeeze it through. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision.
And he's had a hit!
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 21, Federico Valverde. Number 42, Musiala.
And here's Messi.
Number 24.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Number 4, Messi. Coming on the field, number 8, Mateus. Number 14, Hannes. Number 20,
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Ah, he's given it away. He's one-on-one. He's got the shot away. And that would have been some goal.
Oh, that's an excellent try, and once he picked it up, he headed forward with real intent.
Hannes. Stood up well to him there. Arsenal perhaps contemplating their next change here. Perez. Mateus.
Arsenal showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get clinical.
And it's Hullet. Mateus. Oh, easy pickings there. He's through here. And the flag has stayed down. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, hits one! He has done it! Arsenal are level.
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 10.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. We have ourselves a real game here.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Now it's Tura.
Arsenal showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources.
It's Perez! Now, who's going to be first to this? Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Perez fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Picked out brilliantly. Big chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he's quick to get it clear again. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, better communication, and
He's had a shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
they've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Rummenigge. That's good running with the ball. Rummenigge. Cleared without hesitation.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here.
Now the finish! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it!
The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Arsenal complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Arsenal close now to seeing this one through to the end. Real chance here. Now that's a fine challenge. Tomiyasu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Bellingham. So what can they make of this? Adams. Bastoni. Mbappe might just make this. And there goes the final whistle. Arsenal have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Thuram voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
This is a lost children's announcement.
Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. The Dutch capital is rocking. It always has. It did in the days when the great man after whom this arena is named took to the field, and it still does here and now. The faithful expect, and the team must deliver. But if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. De Bruyne. Out of play, and it is a goal kick. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me. And the finish! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. De Bruyne. Quarter of an hour played. And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's found him in space. David Villa! Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Ajax presented with a golden opportunity here. The chance to pull further clear. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Ajax are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Pedri! And it's there! A landmark moment for a player of grand significance, his 50th goal.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the...
Can he put it away? It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, the shot could be on here. He's cut it out. Ajax have hit a quick-fire double here. Now it's Hullet. And that's decent hit! De Bruyne. Pedri. Now it's Hullet. Rodri. For De Bruyne. And it's De Bruyne. Palmer. Cantona. Nuno Mendes. Mendes made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now who's going to be first to this? Looks to clip it forward, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Roberto Baggio. Pedri. Always onto this. And he's on his way! Plenty of shapes to shoot! Oh, taken with style! There is a man right The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. And already we're underway here. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
David Villa! And for a moment, time stood still. Well, there is David Villa, a player whose thirst for goals is unquenchable. One of Spain's finest ever strikers, Jim.
Yes, I think his record speaks for itself, Peter. He's far from just a poacher. I like the way he's constantly on the move, creating space for others, and he's got the creativity to play in deeper roles if needed.
Pedri, pull it, looking for the run, and he's one-on-one! Real chance!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Leganes finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Pedri. Ajax leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And here's Hullet. Hernes. Gilberto Silva. Nice sequence of passes this. Pedri. Lizarazu. Koundé. Oh, well played, well played. Haaland. Ajax are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. And it's Gullit. Has a go! And it's in! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found the pocket.
Ajax are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Guardiola. Ajax have scored 2 quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Gilberto Silva, it's Pedri, and it's Thuram, Griezmann, Thuram, Rijkaard, Hernes, and here's Mbappe, Gullit. That's a sharp pass. Gullit was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Pedri. He's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Gullit.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Vieira. Gilberto Silva. Well, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And it's Thuram. Thuram unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Tomiyasu, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Thuram. Griezmann. That's good pressure, closed him down quickly. Vieira. Rijkaard. Now Mbappe. Bastoni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Ajax heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Koundé promptly onto that, and that is that. And he's gone looking for safety. Gilberto Silva. Rijkaard. Gilberto Silva. Half-time getting close now. Vieira cuts out the pass. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Griezmann is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
That's a lovely, neat pass. That has not gone well.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was around.
Big chance! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And they are pulling. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, the contrast in fortunes here could not be much more stark. All smiles on one side, their qualities have shone through. But look across the other way, and there is nothing short of absolute deflation.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Ajax are cruising it at half-time, 3-0 ahead. There's the start of the second half. Griezmann. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's Griezmann. Now it's Hullet. Pinches it off him. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, that's well spotted. And that has put paid to that. Oh, they could break here. Now it's Mbappe. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Ernest. Beckham does well to get it back. Guardiola. Now it's Hullet. Lobbed in behind. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Gilberto Silva. Now it's Mbappe. Well, already game, set and match, or so it feels. Guardiola gets over and intercepts. He could be in here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Now it's Mbappe. He's had a shot! And he hits the net! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
It's become a case of men against boys. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Ernest. Now it's Mbappe.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Guardiola kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, that's clever. Nice interception, well timed. Well, there's the clearance. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Oh, good-looking ball. Engages and forces him off the ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Gilberto Silva. Hullet. Pedri. Ajax finding their passes. Ernest. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Guardiola gets his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Beckham.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Now it's Hullet. Gets his pass away. Shot at goal! Really well taken goal. And with that, he takes home the match ball.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Ajax are having a ball here.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Mbappe. Quality clearly deserted him at the crucial